Why, hello there, everyone. How are you doing this evening? I'm not muted, am I? Good. How are you doing this evening, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you happen to be? This is another episode of Another Eden Live. We are here. We made it. Thanks for being here. I am Scott, your community manager for Another Eden, the cat beyond time and space. I'm getting some notes that the volume is quite low. Is it still low, or was that just for the music at the intro? I want to make sure everything sounds good for everybody, because things have got to sound good. We need to make sure we're listening with the volume on. More on that later, I promise. A wild Scott has appeared indeed. I'm not that wild. Volume is fine, good. You may notice that my voice is still relatively in the same condition that it was last time. I went from sickness straight into allergy season, and I guess this is just what I sound like now. But we'll get through it, hopefully. In the meantime, how's everybody? How's the chat doing? I want to hear from you. How are you all doing this evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are? I feel fine. I'm not suffering terribly or anything like that. No, I don't. Your condolences, while appreciated, are wasted on me. Little old me. I'm glad to see that you all are doing well. Glad to see you, Pex, Leo, Kenny, Tariq, Melody, Starfire. Glad to be with all of you here, and glad to talk about Act 4 of the Gyre Evolutionary Principles. Get into that in a little bit. In fact, we'll get into it kind of right away, I guess. Let's talk about news. Now, obviously, hopefully obviously, we're going to be talking a little bit about Ode to Origin. So if you haven't started the Ode to Origin episode yet, we're talking about Act 4 today. We're going to be recapping episodes 1 through 3 a little bit. Needless to say, there will likely be a few Ode to Origin spoilers here. So fair warning if you haven't started the episode yet. But if that's okay with you, or if you have already begun the episode and we're all caught up, then we can get going with the news. An Ode to Origin. Now, what is the episode An Ode to Origin? Well, I'll tell you. That's why I'm here. It is a fragment of a story left behind from the planet's dream. We began, and we'll kind of breeze through this. We began in Act 1 with the Beast Folk in Antimony. Act 1, the Beast Folk, Antimony. Then in Act 2, it was the humans. A Just Dream. My slide is a little off here. Can you guys see my slide? That's a little strange. Why is it doing that? I have this magical void space here. There we go. We're back to normal now. Then it was Act 3, the demi-humans, eudaimonism. Any Merit fans in the chat? The more, yeah. This is where the extra news goes in this void space here. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can fix it. Hold on. If I went like this, and then I went like this, and then whoops. Ooh. Spoilers for later. We're gonna talk about the art contest. This. Usually I'm way more organized than this. Hold on. If we go over here, we create more void. And then we come over here. Boom. The void is gone. All right, one moment here. So, Humans Just a Dream, Act 3, the Demi-Humans Eudaimonism. And finally, after all of that, after all of the slide nonsense, we are entering the final chapter of An Ode to Origin, the story of a fragment left behind from the planet's dream. So, why don't we enjoy a video, a brief trailer of this final chapter. Please enjoy.
待っている待っている誰かをずっと待っているこの皆そこで待っている 螺旋律の祈りそれは生命を祝福する優しい祈り彼女は言っていた星の導きは万人に降り注ぐのだとなんでこんな
さあ世界を滅ぼしちゃおう。
邪魔するやつは消しちゃえばいいの。何もない。何も。どうしよう。どうか私を照らして。今だけは誰かじゃなくて私だけを見て。前に進もう。アルドたちならきっとそうする。ユウ、一緒に帰ろう。
Act 4, the Gyre Evolutionary Principles. What do we think? First reactions? We saw a quick preview of a new character and a new mascot, a new sidekick, new side character. Supporter. So Spider Sonic 2142 asks a great question. Who is the new character? Well, I'll get into that a little later in the stream. I promise you, very soon. But first, let's set the scene for Act 4. Just when the party finishes helping out in the Golden City, Rem makes a sudden change. The Astrolabos begins to spin strangely, all for the fate that awaits her. The fate born from a leap through time and space. Memories once tangled up in a gyre begin to unravel. The stars light the way for everyone, even the most ordinary among us. That's the story. We have a creator comment here from scenario writers Nana Nanasaki and Kanako Ikeda, who say, "Thank you as always for playing another Eden. The episode we started last summer has entered its final act. There is no one protagonist for this episode, and while there may be enemies, there is no evil." Quote unquote. Evil is in quotes there. Everyone is simply living their own now, again, in quotes, with everything they have. As long as we're alive, people will undergo changes and affect others. We hope you enjoy seeing what kind of evolution our outside observer turned woman of mystery ultimately chooses. Alright, we asked about the character. I'll give you some more information about this new character, known currently as Dark Devourer, the young and alluring self-proclaimed Nightmare King, a lover of mischief. He loves teasing serious types and getting a reaction out of people. Utterly inseparable from his beloved partner, Mare. Get it? Mare. Nightmare. He is in Aldo's world to, quote-unquote, save it. But he is reticent to explain the truth behind that word. First impressions of the Dark Devourer. A lot of people liking the hair color. I would have to agree. Well, the Dark Devourer is not the only new character. We also, as I mentioned, Mare, a devilish and cute young nightmare. She never leaves her darlings, using a lot of quotes on this stream, her darling side. She thinks herself to be the cutest existence in the world. Not the cutest creature, not the cutest living thing. The cutest existence in the world. That's the bar she has set for herself. Tariq says, she looks so evil. If by evil you mean cute, and by cute you mean cutest existence in the world. Or so some are proclaiming. Let's talk about the setting a little bit, just a little bit, because we don't want to give away too much, obviously. We don't even have any names set up here. But in our first mystery location is based in a mysterious floating city. The fantastical sight stretches into the distance, although something seems amiss about the sky. And then in our second mystery location, corridors sunk beneath the water's surface, debris from across time flow through them. All right, like a few highlights here. Crafting, everybody's favorite mechanic. Crafting reaches new heights. So we had crafting all throughout this episode in Act 1. The Beastfolk, the humans, the demi-humans, and the Gyre. What is in store here? Intensive crafting for the post-clear world of the episode finale. Play through to find yourself to find out more about that. And now, sorry. Wait a second. New Stellar Awakening. This wasn't in rehearsal. New Stellar. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, there's a video queued. Oh, okay. I guess I'm just gonna play this video here. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. New Stellar Awakening, I guess? The elderly beastman, Grenfa, the elderly beastman who is responsible for all of your crafting services, is getting an upgrade. He is getting quote-unquote Stellar Awakened. I mean, not really. But he's getting an upgrade. I'll tell you a little bit. Basically, Grenfa's getting powered up. You will be, anytime you use Grenfa in this fourth act, I mean, you will be guaranteed a double result when crafting. Now, you may know that whenever you craft items through Grenfa, every once in a while there's a small chance that you'll get double the results. With the new power-up that Grenfa is getting, you will always get double results. Requirements for this act is obviously clearing Act 3, the Demi-Humans, Eudaimonism, and clearing main story, Chapter 95, that's Part 3, Volume 2. Now, I want to give you guys a fair warning here. In many of the stories all throughout Another Eden, you run into a message that looks like this, that says, your movement will be restricted for a period of time. This one is a bit of a doozy in terms of how long your movement will be restricted. Fair warning ahead of time, just, clear your calendar a little bit. Make sure that you're not like about to head out or something, or really want to do something else. Strap in and be ready to continue the scene, I guess, for quite a little while at one point during this act. I don't want to spoil anything, but be warned that this limit will also apply to the cat scratch book in Another Dungeon. So if you won't be able to do those while you're doing this. So you might want to get all of those out of the way early, get your Another Dungeon keys used up early, then jump into this. We're all on the same page. The other thing I'd like to tell you, not to be, a pretentious dev or anything like that, but there is a scene where the music and the sound effects play a significant role in the story experience. So please make sure to enjoy the gameplay with the sound turned on, particularly for this act. Again, I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to spoil anything major, but you definitely will want to play the story with the sound on. All good? And now, for my bit that's not funny anymore because I actually have a watch. When is this update releasing? Well, I'll tell you when. The update release, version 3.14.5 releases March 19th. Get ready, that's just 2 days from now. Speaking of 3.14.5, we've got some update info for you, and we'd like to begin with a little bit of a closer look to that character that we met earlier. Please enjoy this video.
You're never waking up from this dream. Welcome to my nightmare. Haha! There! How fun! Care to dance? Nighty night!
This is gonna hurt.
Isn't it past your bedtime? Here comes a nasty little nightmare. Another Eden. The cat beyond time and space.
A tragic nightmare bringing delight and leisure to all. The Dark Devourer, voiced by Will Kirk, coming to encounters in version 3.14.5. What are your thoughts? Sassy indeed. Elusix. Melody. I love him, says Melody. Just yes, says Kenny. And along with some guesses from the chat as to who this may be, which I will neither confirm nor deny. But what I will do is read this creator comment from illustrator Matsumoto, who says, I know I've seen that vibrant curly mop before, and the little devilish girl beside him. They already appeared in an Ode to Origin Act 2, the humans, so some of you may have already realized that his true identity is the Dark Devourer. His sidekick is the ever-adorable Nightmare Mare. By looks alone, you'd think that they're up to some villainous funny business, but you'll have to wait and see what they're up to in the final act. I hope you all enjoy witnessing the Dark Devourer and Little Mare in their adventures, both in the episode and in his character quest. Let us break down this character. The Dark Devourer, a magic attacker who can use the new buff, Magic Over Critical. Magic over critical activates when the recipient's ally's magic critical rate is at 100% plus. The higher the rate, the higher the odds. When activated, damage dealt doubles and the value shows up in red. So we have Abaddon's Call. Applies the following effect to user. Magic over critical for 3 turns, intelligence plus 50, speed plus 50, mental focus and max MP plus 40, and restore MP 20. Additional effects. When with 2+ staff allies in the front line, buff effect and turn duration increased times 2, and mental focus and magic over critical turn duration increased times 2. Then Doomsday Peace. All enemy shade magic attack times 3, double XL times 40. Applies the following effects to all allies. Magic over critical, 3 turns. Applies the following effects to user. Shade attack plus 100%, debuff reversal, and lunatic mind's eye. And stack 3 sweet dreams. Continuing with the breakdown, eat up the enemy's bitter dream and attack as long as you gobble it up. At battle start, frontline change to Dream Eater mode. When in Dream Eater, normal attack changes to Biting Dreams and consume the bitter dream saved up with Falling Ruin to unleash up to 4 times attack in length. Biting Dreams. All enemy shade magic type XL times 10. Additional effects. When any enemy is at bitter dream stacked 10 plus, consume 10 bitter dream each from all enemies based on number of bitter dream consumed. Stack sweet dreams on user. Consume max 30, 3 stacks. Repeat attack until all enemies bitter dream reaches 9 or below. Max times 3. Upon first use only, applies the following effect to user. Activate Lunatic for 3 turns and grant Risk Taker for 3 turns. Then Falling Ruin. All enemy shade magic attack XL consume 50% of the user's current MP and attack again. Applies the following effect to target. Stack 1 bitter dream. Additional effect based on the amount of MP consumed. As an effect of this skill, number of bitter dreams stacked increases. 900 max consumed, 10 stacks. With his sidekick Mare in the party, her charge skill must be charged to 5. Can change the Dark Devourer back into Dream Eater mode. So you can all start thinking about what kind of parties Dark Devourer might be good supports for. Let's talk about the encounter that the Dark Devourer will be available in, beginning with Stellar Awakening, Dark Devourer, and Mare. Dark Devourer will appear at a rate of 10% on the 10th encounter. This is paid Chronostone pickup. Dark Devourer appears Stellar Awakened as a pickup bonus. Encounter after a Stellar Awakening to receive an additional 10 shadow points. And you can encounter the sidekick Mare when you encounter Dark Devourer. Then we have the paid Chronostone pickup Staff. Remember, there's a bonus effect if you've got 2 plus allies in the front line. You can encounter Stellar Awakened, Dark Devourer, Mildy, or Nina at 5% encounter rate each on the 10th encounter on this one. And then we have paid Chronostone pickup Sidekicks. You can encounter Dark Devourer, Nilia, Id, Minalka AS, Yakumo AS at a 10% encounter rate each on the 10th encounter. In addition to the above, we have some special encounters to commemorate the conclusion of an Ode to Origin. First, the paid Chronostone pickups Act 1, The Beast Folk, in which you can get the Stellar Awakened Azure Retainer or Myris ES. Then Act 2, The Humans, in which you can encounter Stellar Awakened Clughorn or Mildy. Then the Demi-Humans, in which you can encounter Stellar Awakened Lavinia AS or Merit. And then pick up Gyre Melody. This one is a free Chronostone banner. 4-star and above guaranteed on the 10th encounter. Plus encounter the following characters at a 1% rate each. Lavinia AS, Merit, Clughorn, Milty, Azure Retainer, and Myris ES. And I'm not going to read all of these, but here are the items that are obtainable with the Geyer Star Trails. If you would like to take a screenshot, now's the time. I can't go any longer. That was too awkward. I was challenging myself. Can I go 10 seconds? And I couldn't do it. I could make 5. I got past 5 seconds with dead air and awkward silence. Couldn't go any farther. But wait, there's more. We have a 1 time per day brief encounter, paid brief encounter. A 4-star class or higher ally guaranteed. You can encounter a 5-star class ally from the Gallery of Dreams up to version 3.14.1 at a 10% rate. This is for 50 paid chronostones for a lone encounter. There's some sale info. Once again, I'm going to just allow you to see the details here. This is up here at the top. Official web shop only, 1 time only. Update Eve sale chronostone times 2,200 chronostones. All right. I think that's enough time to pause, to screenshot, however you want to absorb this information. Now let's talk about campaigns. First, clear the episode and get up to 4,000 chronostones. Now this assumes that you haven't already cleared many of them, but more achievement reward bonuses for clearing quests. Clear Quest 1 for 250 chronostones, Quest 2 for 250, Quest 3 for 500. Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3 achievement reward bonuses are also available. Now is the perfect time to play an Ode to Origin. This will be available from the 3.14.5 update through April 30. That's through the end of next month. And we have a Spotlight campaign. If you clear the designated story content during the campaign period to get lone encounter tickets. You get 1 lone encounter each for the previous 3 acts, as it says here, and then 2 lone encounter tickets if you clear Act 4. This will be available until April 11, 2:59 p.m. EC. And then in addition, a lone encounter once daily. Get 1 free encounter a day in this special encounter. Just free encounters. Duration for this will be March 19, 3 p.m. through April 4, 2:59 p.m. Characters from the Gallery of Dreams up to version 3.14.1 appear in the encounter. You must be updated to version 3.14.5. Now let us talk about a few system updates. First, in version 3.14.5, we're adjusting the description test for memoirs to include character names as somebody who forgets which class belongs to which character. This is going to help me quite a bit, but this only applies to memoirs for 5-star styles. So, for anybody else who's like me, you will not need to go, wait a second, who was the White Knight again? Which one was the White Knight? Next, the number of Cat Express tickets available in the Phantom Crystal Dimension has been adjusted. While you'll still be able to get Cat Express tickets at World's Cape, the number of tickets will be random. To summarize, in the version 3.14.5 update, the episode An Ode to Origin concludes with Act 4, the Gyre Evolutionary Principles. Then new parallel time layer ally, Dark Devourer, and sidekick Mare will appear in encounters. You can get achievement reward bonuses for clearing the various acts of an Ode to Origin. We have a spotlight campaign where for clearing the acts, where you can get up to 5 lone encounter tickets. 1 free encounter a day, a lone encounter once daily, available from March 19th. I actually got a 5-star character recently from a lone encounter. Added 2 tomes related to an episode, an Ode to Origin. I didn't mention this in the stream yet. This is breaking news. Added 2 tomes related to episode an Ode to Origin to the True Hero set, and another dungeon related to an Ode to Origin. Now, let's talk about notices. A couple of other things. Really, one other thing. Well, 2 other things, really, before we end here. First, as I spoiled at the very beginning of this stream, as we were trying to get the ground under our feet, the 9th annual character popularity vote is available from the version 3.1 4.5 update. You can vote from the in-game notice. Now, a lot of past elections popularity votes have gone similarly, and I would like to challenge you all to vote for somebody fresh, to mix things up. Obviously, go with your heart. You know, vote for whoever you want to. But I would certainly be interested if we saw some fresh faces in the results. Please feel free to use the chat right now to I guess stump for your favorite character. Who do you think should win the 9th annual character popularity vote, and why? In addition, we have the Another Eden Art Contest 2026. Submission period is February 17th through March 17th, 2:59 p.m. That is today. That is very soon. I believe, if my math is correct, the submission period ends in about 1 hour and 53 minutes. 1 hour and 53 minutes. So if you've got those submissions done already and you have forgotten to press send to actually submit them, now is the time. Please go ahead and do that. Or if you're a very, very fast drawer or art creator of art, you've got 1 hour and 53 minutes, 52 now, to get involved. And before we go, we do have a couple of examples here. Some art made by the staff, including, hold on, this I can't hide this one. This one comes from my son here, who this is his 4th year now contributing a sample to this art contest. I now have a folder of grade 1 through grade 4 artworks of this same male cat. Lot of love for the Eefy animation up there, which is stunning. Absolutely stunning. A couple of more entries here. I'm gonna blow this up a little bit just so you can see a little better. Whoops. There we go. It's actually a King Miglance shirt there, designed and modeled by Baki, of Baki's Battle Tips fame. So, if you have not submitted your work, you've done your work, but you forgot to submit it, do that now. Now is your last chance. And finally, last thing I'll say before we sign off for the day, the pre-9th anniversary special live stream is just around the corner, April 4th. That'll be the Another Eden Spring Festival 2026. And you can see in the artwork here that, we have the Aldo that we know and love here on the right. And then over on the left, an Aldo from Another Eden Begins. So perhaps you can expect some news from concerning Another Eden Begins on the next live stream. Let's look forward to that. Yes, the 9th anniversary. It is... Wow. The amount of gray hairs that I have accumulated on my head between between then and now is frightening. So please look forward to news on that. But otherwise, that does it for this episode of Another Eden Live. I have been your host, Scott, community manager of Another Eden, the Cat Beyond Time and Space, and I have... Hold on a second. I'm getting word from my other producer in my other ear, because I have two different things in my ears, that actually the art contest, you have 2 hours and 50 minutes. There's some time zone confusions. I think some places went through daylight savings recently. Either way, it is, just to make sure we avoid confusion, 2:59 p.m. UTC is the deadline there. So make sure you get those in if you can. Yes, and that is it. Thank you so much, as always. I'm looking forward to celebrating the anniversary with you all next month on the 4th. But until then, thank you so much for your time, for spending your time with us this evening. If you haven't already, liking and subscribing and pressing all of the buttons around this page that you are watching this video on helps us out algorithmically to reach more people, to share this game with more people. We would really appreciate if you clicked all the clicky things. Thank you so much once again for spending your time with us. Please be kind to each other and have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever it is in your part of the world. Bye-bye.